So this is episode 8 or 9, actually episode 9 of Rom'Myr Dying Earth campaign, and we got all new players today. We got. Why don't you guys just give me your character, where you are, where you're from, where you are, and what you're doing. We can start. I'll start with Anders.
Yes, so I play Le Bâtard. He's a scout that is a kind of variant thief with some ranger skills. I guess that I have joined the party because of the beast.
Beast of Averoigne.
Beast of Averoigne.
Mm-hmm.
Morning,
Jonathan?
guys.
Yeah, I'm Jake, the ranger, and seems like we're all on this quest to chase down this beast. We've gone from town to town, and we think we've got it cornered. There seems to be some spore in this certain area. I have to pull up the map, but
Excellent.
just a lowly ranger.
Mm-hmm. On the hunt. Hunt for glory. And Kevin, what are you bringing to it?
I'm bringing in Marcel Marceau. He is a local-ish warrior. He's just basically along as muscle on this particular part of the adventure, but he's most likely going to stick around because it sounds quite interesting. And there's also going to be loot from when you all probably die.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Gabriel, the original one of the players of the group, you're surrounded by a bunch of Averoigne locals.
Okay. Yeah, we just
introduce your character if you want to these new players.
Yeah, well, Gabriel here. I'm playing Cree. He's a thief from the city of Balatar.
Where?
You probably never heard of it. And while we don't know in which direction the city is now, we were brought here by this strange gentleman that claimed that he did some ritual and summoned us to help him recover his house, his manor,
ancestral home,
right? From these creatures.
And that would be your Averoigne folk know that as the ruins of Molinay. What he's referring to in the area.
And have we met the character that he's met?
You don't know who he's referring to because he seems to be outside of. If Veradel and Rark were here, they would be in their bedrolls. But the non-player character that he's referring to is not there. Last you remember, Gabriel is before he went to bed. He was putting away his tea set on his horse after he had lit a small fire and cooked tea and talked with Rourke. I guess he spent some time with Rourke going over that scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone set up watch, but now it's the morning. The trudge of these guys coming across the cemetery wakes you up. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5. It's still dark out, but dawn is threatening. Ground fog, wet, uncomfortable. But this guy's not there. Neither is his horse.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta describe the guy to them.
Why are you sleeping in a cemetery?
Well, he said it would be safer here.
Oh yeah. Anytime someone asks you to sleep in a cemetery, you always do it.
He said it was dry. To be fair.
Oh, okay.
There's the remnants of the above ground mausoleum that has a good chunk of the roof still on top of some pillars. You know, the stove, Grecan-looking pillars.
Have
And
you
of
seen any
course, all of the
signs of this
tombstones are
beast?
leering drunkenly in the ground. Is not smooth. It's rolly and rocky, mossy.
Yeah, I don't know about sleeping in a cemetery. Different region, different customs, I guess. But what is this beast that you're talking about?
This beast has been leaving dismembered and sliced bodies throughout the villages of Averoigne. And Jonathan, rumors are, well, I guess rumors can be whatever you'd like them to be about it. I'll let you describe the beast.
So I'm gonna take a baguette out of my backpack and break it off and give it to the guy we're meeting who's been sleeping in the cemetery. Good morning. So we've tracked beast spore this far. I think if we devise some sort of plan, we may actually be able to corner the thing. So we're in the cemetery. Is the house nearby? The manor?
Yeah, the manor is nearby, but the reason that you're here is not because of the manor, it's because of the cemetery. The
Okay.
mausoleum of Morgath. Uh, um, Kree is actually sleeping on the ruins of the mausoleum of Morgath, where you're going to dig up a powerful weapon. I can tell you what the powerful weapon is. You know what you're looking
Oh.
for.
So we're gonna get the weapon and the beast is nearby. Possibly.
Yes.
And the manor.
Okay.
Happy us.
And yeah, but you know the manor as what? You know it as uninhabited. Jifrith, the Hammer of Justice. You're looking for Jifrith, the Hammer of Justice. It was buried with Morgath,
Okay.
a pagan king, known to be disfigured and had a horrible club foot, so he had to ride a horse everywhere he went.
A clubbed foot?
Yep.
Well,
He was buried. He was buried here 200 years ago.
well, if unless our scout has any objections, maybe he and I can split up and start looking for some pagan burial sites in this crypt.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Yep, we will do that.
But you guys are on a crack. What are you on top of? You're standing or sleeping on. Either you're standing on it or you were sleeping. Broken stone flagstones. It's a gray-green stone. Old stone columns are shattered and toppled, but still some are up, holding up the roof, keeping out the drizzly rain. And that's about all that is standing. You know that he would have been buried, I guess. Below.
Okay, so we're not like in a huge cemetery with a lot of headstones.
There are a lot of headstones, but this mausoleum is what you're looking for. This is Morgas.
Oh, we're here.
Yep, you're here.
Well, I found
You're
the
here.
pagan ruins. They're right here.
This guy's sleeping on them.
Well, so
That's
I
why
hand
you
him the
haven't seen
baguette
it.
and I say, "Get out of the way. We're here for the hammer." Marcel, go open the door.
What do you have? It takes a bit of looking around, but you eventually find the stone, the loose stone that when pried up gives way to stairs down into the crypt.
Fair enough.
And it is dark.
Cool. I'm gonna take a torch and I have 6. I'm gonna take a torch, light it, and chuck it down the stairs.
It clatters down. Stone all the way. You can. Looks like it bounced down about 25 feet and is at the bottom of the stairs.
Does it look like it's just a straight stairs with walls down the side, or
Yep.
is it opening
Yep.
up? Yep.
Nope, it goes straight down.
Hey, Labatard, rock, paper, shears. See who goes first.
Sure. 1, 2, 3.
My shears have 3 pieces.
Oh no!
I'll go first. I cheated. All right, I'm going down the stairs. I'm not waiting.
Yep. You get down. Imagine you pick up. Do you pick up your torch, or you just leave it on the ground when you get there?
I'll leave it there.
Yeah, and just kind of be tactically aware.
Sure, I'm waiting for everyone to come down.
You're in an arched chamber of crumbling black stone. Dust is thick.
I'll follow you down with a torch in my hand and a short sword.
Cool. I'll get my
In the other.
spear. Spear at the ready.
Large statue, black marble, sits in the center of the room.
What does it look like? The statue.
It's ruined. The only thing that's left is 5 thick trunk-like legs.
5.
And there's
Yes.
there's no body attached to the legs.
No, it's crumbled and gone.
Ooh.
And interestingly enough, there's no you see a lot of small bits, but you don't see any large bits. Like even if it was broken up, couldn't you find some large bits to get an idea what it was, how was it worked? But it just seems to be nothing but like gravelly pieces left.
Okay.
So the whole thing is not there, even though it is ruined.
Okay.
Do you
And
see anything else in that chamber?
It's a little bit longer north and south than wide east to west. It's devoid of anything else except exits. There's to the north. There's an open archway in the northeast direction. To the north, there's a wood door shut, and then all the way to the south, at the other end of the chamber, is an open archway, and it's just too dark. You don't know what's beyond that.
Okay, right. Before we go wandering off any further, as the muscle specifically for the group, where do you guys want me, and how do you want me? Because I've got 2 options. I'm either not going to be able to hold a torch and wander around with a shield and hand weapon, or I'm still going to be able to hold a torch and wander around with a crossbow.
I love it when he talks dirty to me.
I grab him by the shoulder and I kind of push him towards the open archway and say, "Keep an eye out that way." But
To
yeah,
the south.
yeah, Labatard's got a torch right now.
Right, fair enough.
I got another one.
You got another torch? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to take a torch, light another torch, and throw it down that path to the south. You said in the open archway.
So now you got 3 torches lit.
Oh wait, I have a lantern, so I'm gonna lit my lantern.
Yeah, don't throw that though, will you? I'll break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kree lights his lantern, illuminates the dusty stone room more. And Ranger Jake, you grabbed the torch off the floor and threw it down there?
Sure.
I mean, you tell me, but
Yeah,
I'm
that
just,
sounds good.
okay. So he
Trying to chuck
Mark
it far enough so that we can
Marceau,
see farther.
your lighting has been tossed down the other end of the chamber for you.
And can we see farther down to the south?
There's an open room in there.
Okay. I'm gonna go and kick open the door to the north.
It is probably jammed shut. It's it's jammed shut, and the handle is locked. The lever handle doesn't move. Of wrought iron.
Doesn't move. Marcel.
Yo,
We have a door.
we do.
Yes.
Okay.
They
Let's
want
put a
you to
boot
walk
through it.
back across 60 feet across the whole room that they just sent you to the south, just so you know.
Okay, that's fine. That also
Alright.
means that entryway is not going to be covered if you're moving me off there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put my boot to the door with Marcel.
Okay.
All right. Let's what is the
Right.
chance? What are you guys' open doors chance? 1 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6?
What's that coming under? That is the question. Strength 16, you tell me. It's been a while since I've done one of these.
Strength 11.
Tell you, I gotta tell you what it is. Okay, it's
Even
1 out of
just a
6.
one.
How's that? No. That's the dungeon master and you get screwed.
Every time.
Okay, you guys got a 3 out of 6 chance. 1, 2, 3, you kick it open. 4, 5, 6, it remains shut. Who wants to roll it?
I got what, 3.
So you guys kick it open.
Cool.
We're coming in.
Correct. It's a low ceilinged room. It's not as high as the chamber you were just in. And there's looks like a low pool because you can see the rim of it in your light, and it's filled with some cold black water.
Bring that
There's a
lantern in
statue in the
here.
center of the pool, a faceless woman.
What is Gabriel's character's name?
Cree.
Cree. Bring that lantern over here.
Oh, well, okay. He was checking the base of the statue. Is there any inscriptions down there or anything?
So you're going into the room up to the pool, looking closely at the statue?
No, Jay. Cree was while they were opening the door. Cree was looking at the broken statue.
Oh, okay. The
At the
broken
base
statue.
of this. At the
Yep.
base of the broken statue, is there any?
Nothing but the small bits of rubble that are really small.
No inscriptions from.
No.
Okay, so I bring the lantern toward the door is to illuminate further.
The statue's a hooded, faceless woman in a hooded robe holding a horned animal skull from which water pours.
Do we
And you
see
said the
any
water's pouring
exits?
from the statue?
Yeah, because it's in the middle.
Okay,
the
but
pool.
is the floor wet or something?
No, there's a pool in the middle of the floor.
Got it.
Does this statue mean anything to us Averoignians, or whatever people from this country are called? Is it like a deity, or?
It's Morgath's wife who went crazy and broke his heart because of her insanity.
And now she's weeping floods.
It just seems to be water.
Yep.
Pouring out, but you know, it must be some magical water feature to keep on running, right? That's not normal.
I'm gonna go up and refill my water skin. Because running water is always a good sign. for water.
Hmm.
Okay, Jake reaches over to get his water filled, and as soon as any of the water touches his hand, he gives a horrible shriek, and you fall on the ground, and you're holding your head, and
Oh God!
it's horrible.
It's not
And
water.
so he's just really loud and rolling on the ground. His canteen goes tinkering aloft.
Were there any other exits from the room?
No.
Okay.
So I run over to him to see what has happened.
Don't touch the water. Don't.
um,
I look behind at the passage south. I turn around and look back.
Marcel mimes Universal, get him to STFU, and then turns around and looks at the entry point.
Am I able to get up and get out of there?
It takes 40 minutes before you come around.
Damn.
And all the time he's like shrieking and
I'm just sweating, and my face is in agony.
Yeah, and make a death save.
All right. My save is 12 and D20 and beat that.
Yep, get that number or greater on a d20.
I rolled a 1.
excellent.
Yeah. You see, you know, you're coming around now. You're a little traumatized by the terrifying hallucinations, and don't be surprised if somewhere down the line you start developing some nervous tick.
Perfect.
I just don't know what that is.
So,
Just don't know what that is yet.
do we see any physical damage to him? Or
No, it just looks, you know, he's got the 1,000-yard stare.
My eyes are glassy and they're like this big, and I haven't like made eye contact with any of you in a while, and I'm just
But
sanity 0.
he seems about as sensible as a hireling in the dungeon at this point. Serviceable. The link boy, what do they call him? But yeah, you're right. There's some gold coins and bright red jewels in the bottom of the pool.
Well, Jack's already touched it once, so we might as well do it again.
You are completely unwilling to get near the water.
So
You're going to lose a little bit of player agency in that regard.
Sorry, guys, I have to take a call. Sorry.
Not a problem. So,
you said there's a pool. Does the pool has like a it's like relief under below the ground level, or does it has
it goes down a
all
little
around
bit below the ground, but it's like a low rimmed pool with the statue like you would see in a plaza.
I mean, if we break the rim, maybe the water can flow
yes,
out.
if you break the rim, you will have water flowing out across the floor.
Would that be
I
enough
hear this and I start to crawl away.
Would that be enough
you're
to empty the pool and get what's all the coins and gems, or they will be still underwater?
So the statue's still going to be putting water out, though, isn't it? Whichever way it goes. Who's carrying the great big sledgehammer around with them anyway for breaking that? Because I don't think my mace is going to do much good.
Let's see if I got. No, I think it was one of the other guys that have like iron spikes and hammer. I guess I don't.
Yeah, the hammer, this punching spikes, is not gonna be serviceable for the job.
Okay.
Marceau, you're. It's not so much that your mace is not capable of, with a bunch of swings breaking that. It just
Ruin
you
it.
could screw up its balance, and you would be messing with your life in combat with an unbalanced mace.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna go. It'll be like.
Yeah, even with a maul, it's still it just knacker the weapon up. I'll borrow somebody else's into it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
You got anything large and heavy we can break the rim of the pole with, Anders?
No. I have a short sword. That's about the heaviest thing I have. And I think that the sword is going to break before the rim of the pool.
Quite probable. Does Jack have a metal helmet or anything he's wearing?
No, you just see him. He's got breeches and barely a rag of a shirt and a little spear.
I got a rope. We can make a lasso and throw it over the statue, and if we pull all together, we can topple.
Could do. Has anyone got an umbrella to keep the water off?
Did we see anything heavy in the first room we entered? Maybe some larger rocks?
The curious thing was that there wasn't big broken bits from the statue, because it looks like the statue was fairly large, but it was devoid of anything. But Marceau does notice that there's a giant centipede coming into the room now.
Oh,
joy of joys.
Never mind the centipede.
Just when I was
You may
going
have
to
been
say
attracted by the sounds that you folks were making here.
Can you tell me what Morgath's wife name was? You could.
I didn't give one, but I will.
I think I might know it now.
That's true. You may know. I will.
Maybe he's seen like flashbacks of things she has done in the past, or things that made her go mad.
True. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, the images were as if you were being nailed to a chair with tens of nails, like it's a horrible torture. They're like nailing like pieces of your skin in your hands and all the way down your legs.
Oh,
And that's
Rusty
what
nails.
So kind of like a little Hellraiser type of hallucination.
Cozy.
And they're being pounded and pounded and pounded and pounded endlessly into your flesh, to the chair.
And
roll initiative.
Whilst you're having these flashbacks, I'm going to go and shoot the bloody centipede.
Let's roll initiative.
Are we doing that by group or is that individual?
It's individual. We throw it in the chat. In the chat. Like I got a 3 for the monster.
So is it D6 initiative in this
D6,
game?
correct.
And high is good?
Yes.
so do I go last? I assume.
And yeah. You will always go last. And last. Okay, got it. And
Oh, I got 3 as well. Yeah, sorry. That would help.
Okay, so Kree and how do you Anders' character? Labotin?
Le bâtard.
The bata? Pass the bata?
Le bâtard. Thank you.
Pass the
Le
bata.
bâtard.
It's your initiative. The soldier spun around with mace in hand. He's like, "Oh, centipede to the rear."
Yeah, I will approach it and try to shove my torch in its
Okay.
face. Try
As you
to
approach
scare it away,
As you approach
Aragorn style.
it eagerly approaches you to meet you in the middle, meet you halfway. Roll to hit. Armor class 14. It has an armor class 14.
I'm armor class 14 as well.
And you have a
Oh.
+1 automatic attack bonus because of your level.
Yes, and nothing else for melee weapons. So I roll a 5, so I miss.
Okay. Kree, what are you doing?
He's gonna shoot it with his heavy crossbow while it was advancing. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead. Let loose.
13.
It's a 14. Armor class 14.
No, I roll a 13 on the dice.
Oh, you roll a 13 on the dice. What are your attack bonuses? +1. Anything for dexterity?
Nope.
Any minuses for dexterity?
No, not in this character.
Okay. Your total is a 14. You hit the giant man-sized centipede. Roll for your damage.
Roll a 2.
Okay. It attacks Anders.
No. It's afraid of fire.
It gets a total of a 19.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. And everyone knows you start at first level with max hit points, right?
Yep. I have 6 hit points.
Well,
And
now
no
you're
bonus.
down to 1 because you take 5. And roll a saving.
Darn.
Ouch.
Roll a
Saving
saving
throw?
throw.
Versus something.
Poison, but at a +6.
Poison.
But
I
it's a
know
weak
that these
poison,
guys
+6.
are poisonous. 13.
+6 is 19.
I roll a 1.
You roll a
Tackle
1?
that centipede. 1.
You puff up and froth at the mouth and fall over. Like he's in an anaphylactic shock. It was like his throat swelling.
Okay.
Fighter Marcel.
Yeah, I think we'd probably better come in with the mace and try and hit it, haven't we, here? That's a 15, so that'd be 16, 17, 18 in total.
Okay, roll damage. In basic fantasy, a mace does 1d8.
Yeah, I've got +2 from strength.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just double checking that that's how this actually works as well.
Yes.
That would be 3 in total.
Well, it's just enough. To pulp the thing in half. So it's been bisected and it's writhing. No longer combat effective.
Right, that's good.
So is my character recovered at this point?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm kind of stumbling my way out the exit. I'm stepping through the carcass of the dead bug in the guts, and I'm just walking out of this room.
Okay, you're back in the main chamber.
So is Lavatar like turning bluish? Can he breathe?
He is. Yep. He looks like he's asphyxiating.
I have.
Yeah. Has anyone got any potions or anything to give him? Because I haven't got him.
We got this blessed vial. I don't know what it does.
Where was this? I may know. Where did you get it from?
Okay, let me check my notes. Mm.
I'm obviously not going to be any help. I'm just gone to the exit, and I'm just leaning over now. I'm kind of retching a little bit.
Okay.
Where we got that?
Where did you get that? But I think I know what it is. He's on death's door.
What was it? Was it a Tales of the Last Virgin? When the Nirvana elixirs? Probably. Sorry for the crappy notes.
So you're trying to read the ingredients on the bottle?
No, here. No, it's not here.
It's really sketchy in my mind. But it would have had to have been in the Lost Cave of the Strangled, right?
When we explore the caverns.
You had to get it in the caverns. Okay, I know what it is.
Yeah. Let me see if there's anything on the map that is to make. No. Here, okay, I have. Here's our notes. There was a headless corpse, and it has a backpack.
Ah, that's right. I know what it is.
And with some platinum pieces with a spider stamp, and there was the scroll that Rourke was trying to read.
What are you going to do with it? The scout's gone in 30 seconds or less.
I gotta open it and force it down his throat.
It counteracts the poison.
Good call.
Matter of fact, it's incredibly revigorating. L'Hopital has never felt better in his life.
Cool. Very effective. Like adrenaline or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But your hit points are back up too.
Cool.
The effect was mostly poison anyways. So healing that, yeah, you're all the way back up, and so now you have 3 of those vials left.
There were 3. We have 1 each. So one has one Volater. Varidel has 1, and Rourke has another.
Okay. Well, we've used yours then.
Mm-hmm.
We
Thanks,
saved
Cree.
this scout.
I owe you one.
Big time.
Big time. Big time.
You can help us with this strange gentleman then later.
Certainement. Certainement.
Does my character have agency again?
Yes.
All right, so I'm kind of leaning against the wall that we led into this room, done retching, and I'm like, just get up, you bastard. Let's get this hammer and get out of here.
Where shall you go, gentlemen?
South.
Okay.
So that's where the centipede came from, right?
You don't
From
know.
No.
Actually, there's dust on the floor, so you do know. No, it came from the other room on the north end. You can see it. It came out of that there.
Oh, the water statue room had an exit on the north?
No, there was two exits out of the north. One was closed, one was open. You busted down the closed one.
Got it.
And so there's an open archway on the northeast side of the wall. I mean, like, it's on the north wall, but right. You went left, there's an opening to the right.
Oh, okay.
An
All right.
archway.
I'm going to lean on Marcel and say north or south?
We're going to go north, I think. Might as well see where the centipede came from.
I'm going to follow him to the north.
The wooden door to this room has been battered down long ago. In this room are rotten wooden bookshelves. Moldering old tomes torn apart and scattered across the floor. That's what you see in there.
That's just from the doorway.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Are there bookshelves still?
They
Or
are bookshelves, but they're all rotted and fallen over. And the moldering old tomes are scattered across the floor.
I'm just going to come start pulling down the bookshelves. I'm just acting haphazardly, just trying to find any sign of passages or.
Okay. Okay. 1 in 6 chance you uncover some type of like black mold or yellow spore.
Great.
1 out of 6.
All right.
I got it 2. You're good.
Yeah. Are there any passages hidden behind these decrepit bookshelves?
No, nope. This room is about as deep as the other one. Just a little bit longer west to east.
So rotten bookshelves and destroyed books. Are any books kind of readable or reasonably intact?
It looks like it would take an hour or so to piece together some fragments.
You'll not find the hammer in those books.
Maybe something else that we can sell.
You have some green foam still around your mouth.
I know, it's cool, right?
First it was tattoos, now it's green foam.
So, any exits from this room?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
we
take
can
a closer look at the walls. See if there is any hidden secret doors or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Secret door check. Seems solid. You do not find any.
Do we see the? Well, never mind. I'm ready. I'm leaving.
Okay. You're heading to the south.
South or south, guys?
South.
I think we'll go south. This will go south.
Out of character. Who's doing the map?
I'm doing some map.
I have a rough map.
You guys
That's
are
okay.
kind of like loosely
I
mapping.
never take notes.
Yep, there you go. Never take notes.
I
Hasn't been
have
complicated yet.
I have this map so far. I don't know if.
Yep. The only thing is, all the walls are fitted stone, so this crypt was excavated and lined with finished stone to create the halls and chambers.
Okay. Just for the notes.
And the room to the south is an arched chamber. It's about half the size of the main one that you just came in. The only difference is that the south wall is curved. It forms an ellipse, a half of an ellipse. And there's an entrance going out of it to an open archway to the west. And near the back is there's a stone altar. It's made out of a black-green metal resting on 3 like stones, and then
The altar is metal?
yeah, yep. And it's sitting on 3 stone, like there's granite, another shorter granite platform, and then another shorter one, and then the edges hang off.
I'm going to go and clank my spear against the metal altar.
It feels solid.
Hmm.
It's not hollow.
It's
What about the plinths underneath?
Those
The
seem
altar's solid, so they're solid as well. Right, okay.
Yep.
gonna,
But it looks like
okay.
that where the metal altar is sitting on the top flat plinth of granite. The edges on the front and not on the back or the others is rough and worn.
Jugando. I'm gonna go to the side passage and shed some light on that.
Creepy, wet, dripping stone stairs that go down in a curves. You can see that the stairway curves. To
Which
the
direction
south
is this?
On
This
the west wall.
on the west wall.
So it goes down and curves to the north or south?
South.
Okay.
Eroded stone stairs twist further into the earth.
Is there
Are
another?
there any? Sorry.
Is there another exit?
Nope.
I was going to ask if there are any runes or signs or anything on the altar or symbols.
No, it's quite plain. There may be fragments of cloth left on top of it, but nothing large or material.
Are
Scrap,
there any
dirt, dust.
markings or anything in the surface of the metal slab? Like here we have chopped up people
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, there's some there. You don't recognize them, but they seem to be the the old script that that was used in the language of Warcraft 200 years ago.
Is that something that we can read?
Nope.
New.
But it's from the misty past.
My
You say
guy's
there's-
like, oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, after you, John.
I'm just saying my guy's sweating and I'm not even interested in this room. I'm just like, gotta go get the hammer. So I'm looking at the stairwell
Okay. It's still there.
and I'm looking like I'm ready to go down.
Did you say there's marks on the bottom of the altar between where the altar meets with the plinth? Does it look like it's been moved or someone's tried to move it?
Yeah, it looks like it's been moved forward.
Okay.
Like it's been done been moved forward and put back more than once.
Right.
Mm.
Shall we try and shift it before we go down the stairs?
Yeah.
Does
take-
one of our resident thieves want to check it first before we start
Yeah,
pushing?
I have
was
a very crappy detect traps of 10.
Cree,
uh,
what's your detect traps skill?
it's 34. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see. Oh, 20.
Okay, you're running your hands over it, and it seems to be clean.
All right, let's give it a shove. What we got on this
Okay.
one?
Yeah, it's going to take all of you.
Right.
And you shove it, and it goes kunk and falls over. And there's a compartment. I guess it's not even it's a compartment. It doesn't have a door. There's a rotting black leather tome. It has an iron seal on the front, bearing the impression of a left hand.
What'd you find? A hammer? Did you find a hammer?
No. Does this book tell us anything? Or this symbol, the left hand thingy?
More gas.
That's his symbol, the left hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Somebody want to chuck this in a bag for later? I'm sure somebody might find some use for it.
Yes. Or we can sell it to some magic user.
That's that as well. Right then. The stairs, I think. Lead on, Jack.
I can carry the book. How heavy is it?
Oh, it's not very heavy. It's
Okay, so I put it in my backpack.
and the metal sign is like it covers the whole front of the book. It's like the size of a hand, a normal hand.
Do I see any tracks going down the stairs?
No,
Watch out, they look slippery.
they're a bit wet. It's getting wetter down here. Soggy earth, the soggy stony earth.
Is the Does anybody have any rope?
I do.
Yes, I do.
May I suggest we tie a rope around that heavy altar y'all just pushed, and we'll use it as an anchor and have a rope to balance our way down?
How far down are the stairs? Do we know, roughly?
The stairs go down 20 to 30 feet before the stairway bends to the south, and you can't see any farther.
Okay. We could end up losing our rope here because we'd have to keep it tied there to go back up the stairs. But yeah, I'm happy to do that if that's what you want to do. I've got 50 foot. I'm assuming Cree's gonna have 50 foot because that's
Yeah.
standard length. So we'd have got 100 feet of rope between us.
Yeah, we can. If that's enough, we can tie them together.
We can attach it to the stone plinth of the altar.
Mm-hmm.
That'll leave you 20 feet of rope left. It's 30 feet from the altar to the archway to the head of the stair.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start walking down the stairs.
Yeah, we're gonna tie them together so we have enough rope to go down.
Or you're going to tie ropes together to make enough. You have enough ropes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Jake went down the stairs. Okay.
Oh, where's Jake?
Are we done with rope math?
Well, I just said it was when with one rope it was only 20 feet left down the stairs. Cree says he attaches another rope, no problem, and you were busy walking down the stairs. But obviously, if you see what they're doing and want to change course, we can do that. My philosophy, Jonathan.
We have 2 ropes. Let's do it.
We have 2 ropes. We have 100 foot worth of rope.
Okay, let's go.
So can I like hold the rope like around my waist and kind of use it as a something that I can sturdy myself with, so I don't slide down the stairs?
Yeah, you're grabbing a rope.
Okay, I'm gonna go down. I got the rope in one hand, my spear in the other hand.
Okay.
Somebody bring a torch.
I have the lantern.
It's dark down there. You can't see. But when the light is revealed, it turns west again, and the stairs go another 20 feet, and it stops at an open archway. You see there's a corridor, beginnings of a corridor beyond it.
Oh, it's going down there.
And how wet is it down here? If the stairs are wet.
Much more damp.
Okay.
Yep, your boots, they're wet enough as it is, tracking through the soggy grass and forest of the late evening, early morning.
And is there standing water like an inch or is it just like
It's noticeable, but you're not worried about it. As far as your feet are already wet.
okay?
It's not going to make it much worse.
I'm gonna drop the rope and look for passages in this new archway.
So that means the end of the rope that we're holding on to suddenly goes slack.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's happened at the bottom.
That is correct.
Okay, then.
Wait, I thought Kree was behind me with the lantern.
I didn't hear him say he was.
It's really dark down here.
Hey, guys.
Are we going to follow him down?
Yeah.
We should, shouldn't we?
Okay.
Yeah, since he's still alive and we haven't heard any screaming or anything, so we go down as well.
Is it the grey ooze that pretends to be pools of water, isn't it? Yeah, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So I can see you nodding, Jay. I can see you.
Yep. No, I agree with you. I think gray ooze does look like water.
Yeah.
It's common knowledge amongst thieves, rangers, and fighters.
But there's no gray ooze down here.
I haven't run into
I
it
promise.
yet. and no yellow mold either.
Nope.
Remarkably mold free.
And we're going to have trench foot, all of us.
Yeah. The passageway goes due west 40 feet in ends. There's 3 doors on the north wall, 3 doors on the south wall. All of them have that same wooden door that you saw upstairs, except the farthest one on the south wall is an open archway. All the other 5 exits out of this place are wooden doors, swollen by the moisture, jammed in their frames.
So how many on the north wall?
3.
And 2 on the south?
Yep, but there's also on the south wall a total of 3 exits. One of them is open. Doesn't have a door.
Yeah.
And the stairs came into this room from.
Yeah, the stairs end in an archway, and the archway continues as a hall.
In which wall would be done?
It goes the passageway goes due west and stops after 60 feet.
There's 60 feet.
There's 3 doors on the south and 3 doors on the north, evenly spaced.
Yeah, so the stairs we went down goes into a hallway that goes 60 feet and ends in this room.
It doesn't end in a room; it just ends.
No, it's just the end of the passageway, and on the north side of the passageway there's 3 doors, and on the south side there's 2 doors and an archway, and the archway is at the furthest end, so at the 60-foot end.
Okay.
So I suggest we check the archway first.
Lead the way.
After you, sir.
Fine. I'm splashing down towards the archway.
You
gonna look
have like
inside.
a 10-foot pole, a spear.
It's a one-handed spear.
You have a 2-foot pole.
So Jay, I'm
That-
gonna look. I'm gonna look
yeah,
through the
Yeah,
or
10
archway.
feet wide, and goes south for 30 feet. Seems to it appears that it opens up by the shadows of your torch flickering off the stone after about 40 feet, 30, 40 feet.
Okay, so it looks like there's the tomb continues this way. Do we have any interest in bashing open these doors? In my knowledge of Morgath was so who is Morgath again? Remind me.
Pagan king 200 years ago.
So a pagan king probably has wealth if it hasn't been stolen. I mean, that's a safe, logical conclusion, maybe.
Do any of the doors look like they've been opened in the past and then closed up again? Because you said they're most of them are swollen by moisture, so they're pretty much jammed. Do any of them look as if anyone's tried to bash them in, or?
Nope, they are untouched. They haven't been opened in a really long time.
I will do a pass and listen at all the doors.
Okay.
I have a fantastic listen skill of 30. And I will. No, there's not a sound.
Not a
Perfectly
sound.
safe.
So, Jake, are you going to proceed go to that larger room farther south that you see at the end of the passage? Just going south?
Marcel, do you want to pick a door and we'll bash it open?
Yeah, I think if we start on the south, so if we do the two doors on the south side, and then if it looks like there's going to be anything interesting in these, we just carry on through the archway, because that seems to be leading further into the tomb, doesn't it? Yeah. If that's okay with everybody else.
Do you want to do the first one towards the stairwell or the middle one?
We'll do the stairwell. Towards the stairwell first. What we got? X in 6 on this one, Jay?
Yeah, I've been given 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3. 50-50 chance.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a 6, so no.
Nope, that door refuses to budge.
Can I try to kick open the middle door, the one he's not working on?
Well, you both were working on that one to get the 1 out of 3 chance. Okay. That one seems to be, unless you guys got some crowbars.
Got a mace.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna tweak it. Would you take your golf club to a wooden door?
Yeah, I don't play golf, so yes.
Yes, you would. You would. Yep. So I guess it's on to the next one, right?
Yeah, you can roll this one, Jonathan.
Okay. I got a 2.
You kick it open. Your light reveals slabs, flagstones, and coffins all busted up. There's mostly broken up because there's thorny gray-green roots or vines that have burst through the walls from the earth. And they're twisted all around.
There's roots, you said?
Yeah, they came in through I should say the floor, not the walls, the floor. The stone and the coffins and I guess sarcophagi that were stacked in here have been knocked over because of the 200 years of growth from these vines that have busted through the floor.
And do any of these look like a tomb of a pagan god? Any of them look more prominent?
They are all upturned. It's gonna be difficult, I guess.
Okay.
To determine.
One
And
of
the
them has
inhabitants.
one of them has a skeleton and rusted black plate leaning out of it. There's a
That's the
silver chain hanging around its neck.
That's on the south.
Yeah, it's on the south side. This is the middle one. That's the second door on the south. So it's the one in between, before the arch.
It's
You've got-
10 feet wide by 30 feet deep. It's not very big as far as dungeon rooms go.
And we see only one skeleton. And how
Yeah, the
many
others.
sarcophagi?
Yeah, anything else is seems to have crumbled or moldered away.
Or
Perhaps the black rusted plate mail had kept it intact a lot longer than anybody else buried here.
And it has a key.
It has a silver necklace around its neck.
Coca, no me
So
está
I'll
dando
take it.
It's okay.
mucho trabajo.
You are not surprised by the twisted vines attempting. 3 of them attempt to grab your arm as you reach for it. Roll initiative.
Oh,
This is typical J. I knew it. Initiative. I roll a 6.
I got a 5. You go first. What are you going to do?
I have my torch and my short sword, so I will try to chop it off.
Roll to hit. Armor class 14.
And I roll a 6 again. This D20 sucks. So 7. Miss.
I don't have any more
I
vials.
suppose you guys need to roll your initiative as well. Let's see if anyone gets a 6 or a 5. Cree, would you like to roll initiative?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, given.
I got a 2.
Okay, so the vines are attacking Anders. Character. Phone. 6. Miss. Roll initiative.
Yay!
No, now you guys, the rest of you guys can take your action now.
Oh, okay. Who's got any lit torches?
I have one.
Well, I would suggest you start hitting the vines with those when you get the chance. Has anybody else got a lit torch? Because otherwise, I'm coming in with a dagger, and that's about it.
No, I've got a lantern. So no.
Because I don't think a mace is going to do an awful lot against them, but because they're kind of rubbery. But we shall try.
I only have my spear out, but I hear you saying fire, fire, and I'll on my turn I'll light a torch.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have any oil or anything like that?
I have an oil pouch or flask.
They're not rolling very well. All right, who's first then? I'm on 4. Is anybody before me?
You're first.
Right. Okay. I'm going to move up next to Anders, because obviously he's the one that seems to be getting attacked at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an 18, 19. We've got +3, 20, 21. So 21.
Roll damage.
I'm hitting it with the dagger because as I said, I don't think the mace is going to do too much good. So I've got D4 +2, and that would be 5.
Okay. You hack off a limb, and it twists and then kind of crumbles into ash. What was the total you got for damage again? 5?
5, yeah.
Okay. Roll initiative. Unless I guess Cree hasn't taken an action.
He's gonna look for one of his flask of oils and spend around making like a makeshift bomb grenade with it. I'm gonna throw it next round.
Okay. Let's all roll initiative. It is next round.
Okay, so but was I able to start lighting a torch on my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Damn.
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 Korean Bhutan. I mean, I'm sorry, Bhutan first. And then Creo, you got a 6 as well, and then the plant will go.
I will try to set fire to this thing with a torch.
You're gonna stick a torch at it?
Yep.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And I will use another die. 17 plus 1, 18. That's much better.
Yep, roll damage.
So what's the damage from a torch? D4, D6?
D6. I'll give you D8 on this viney plant since it's dry vegetation.
Cool.
We'll pump it up a little bit.
I rolled 2.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay.
Does it catch fire?
It's smoking.
So
Yeah.
I'll try to set it on fire.
Yep. Okay. Who's next?
Burn, motherfucker!
Marceau?
Yeah, I just missed. I rolled a 5, so even
Okay.
with +3, I don't think that's a hit.
Okay. Each, both of you are attacked each by vines.
Mhm.
We'll do the baton first. 15, I think that hits your armor class.
It does.
You take 4 points of damage. As your arms are now pinned around you.
Do I get a kind of saving throw to get out of that? No?
Yeah, once you roll a paralyzing saving throw. Save versus paralyzation.
This goes so good. Paralysis, 13. And I rolled 14.
Okay, so you managed to keep free of the entangling vines.
Nice.
Marceau, 17. Does that hit you? Yeah.
AC is 17, bang on.
3 points of damage.
Okay.
And make a paralyzing save versus paralysis to avoid being pinned and hindered.
Okay. Can I add my strength modifier to that?
Yes, of course.
And what's that? Nope, that would be a fail. So I am now hindered.
Hindered. Yep. Your arms are being. So now we're back to the ranger and the thief.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna lit the oil grenade on the recently lit torch by John and throw it like trying to hit the base of the vines.
Okay, roll to hit.
Just a 9.
Where did it go?
D8, D12.
Well, you missed. It's not a fumble.
Short or long?
You went long. It's in the back of the room. Broke against the stone back wall, and there's flames behind it. Eventually, it will catch, but not right now.
So I'm emboldened by Le Batard's use of fire, and I see that it's effective. So I'm going to run up and try and burn the branches at the base of Marcel.
Okay, roll to hit.
12 plus 1, 13.
It's not. You can't. You have a hard time getting the vines down below lighting. They're much thicker than the ones up above. They haven't taken yet. Let's roll initiative. So far, Cree is up first.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh, you went before me. Okay,
Sorry,
very
yeah.
good. Just trying to do a break line there. Then you go first.
I'm just gonna keep flailing this torch, trying to burn and get Marcel loose. 15.
15. Roll damage.
D6.
Mm-hmm. D8 because it's veggies.
Okay. I got 3.
It goes up in flames.
Cool.
And the back of the room goes up in flames. Let's make you 3 guys up front all have to make a paralyzation save. If you save, you get back from the conflagration without any damage. You can add a dex modifier if you have one.
Well, in which case I got a 19 for that, so thank you. That's a save.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's a paralysis.
Yep.
Yep. So I have 13 plus 1, so 14.
I have 14.
Or 12. You got to get 12 or
No,
greater.
12. Sorry, 12. 18.
Okay.
Back on that. Plant.
I have
Yep.
plus
Do a Jackie
2.
Chan cartwheel.
I have plus 2, and I rolled a 14, so 16.
Okay. You guys
Yay.
are able to stand back out of the room in a mire of the blaze. You only wish that you had a 6-pack of beer. Crack open.
And some sausage.
So I take it this means that we're not going to pick up the amulet that was round the neck of the skeleton then.
It's
Which
going to
kind,
have.
kind of when we were in there in the first place, really, wasn't it?
It was me.
Yeah, that was the only. I mean, you'll have to see after the fire burns down. And you can either do something else while that goes on, or you can sit and wait.
So, the room is creating a lot of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like the smoke is going to be ventilated in any certain area? Maybe there's, the airflow is sending it a certain way, and
Yeah, down the open hallway. The one portal that did not have a door.
So through the archway.
Yeah, the smoke is going in that direction.
are you guys interested in exploring these rooms, or?
Well, I think by the time we come back up from that, the smoke should have cleared, shouldn't it? The fire should be out. So entirely up to you guys. Do you want to start kicking indoors, or do you want to wander off further down?
Further down. I vote for down.
Let's explore the other doors first.
Jack?
The ones
Actually,
on the
north
ones on the
side?
north side. Yeah.
North side? Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to kick the doors in them. All right.
Which door?
But
Which
first,
door?
Just-
if the smoke is going down the corridor, we're gonna better be further from that. So we're gonna check the first.
do the first one and just move along like
What's
we did
the
with the
first
south.
one? What do you
Mhm.
consider the first one?
On the north door, do the first door, so the one going back towards the stairs.
Okay, closest to the stair.
Yeah, closest to the stairs, and they just work our way forward.
See if you guys can kick it open.
Go for it, Marcel.
And we're doing it. All right. 2.
Bang! Bang on. The fighter gives it a solid crack. And you hear that a little bit of rotting punky. It's not like a clean crack to the door. It's like a soft, spongy crack. And there's a bunch of stone sarcophagi. None of them have lids. Looks like they got skeletons of warriors, considering what their garb is, like rotting armor and rusted weaponry.
Any vines?
Nope, no vines,
Crowbars?
no crowbars,
Caterpillars.
no caterpillars.
What was that first thing we killed?
Centipede.
Centipede.
I couldn't
Yeah.
think of that word.
So I
Starting
do
with
a standard operating procedure check for like things in the roof, black slime, greens. What's it called? Black slime,
Green
black
slime.
pudding, green
Green slime is
slime,
classically clinging to the ceiling.
gray ooze.
You got a checklist.
Yep.
If Jake breaks it out and goes, okay, you got green slime. Go, check. Okay, great. Ooh, go. Funny smells. Yes.
Has the skeleton moved? No. Good. Right. Let's go.
Though
I guess
though some of the weaponry and the armor are ornate, they don't seem to be of any value.
They look like
Except when
ceremonial.
you get to the third one.
I'm gonna wave my torch over it and look at it.
I rolled a good roll for people like you. What could it be?
Is it a hammer? No.
And not just any hammer, it's the MC hammer.
There's no hammer in here. All these are short swords, dirks. Someone give me a D30 roll.
D30? I have
D30.
one.
I got it.
Somewhere. 26.
Did I hear 26?
Yep.
A helmet in remarkably good condition underneath the dust and the grime.
So does our warrior friend need a helmet?
No, he's good. He's already got one.
But this is really a cool helmet.
Yes, he's still not putting it on until he finds out what it is.
Is there any slime in it?
No.
Any
Pieces of brittle hair.
any teeth inside?
There's not a thief inside the skeleton. If he was a thief, it's hard to tell.
It's a
No,
mimic helmet.
Right, the mimic helmet. Closes on your head.
Classic.
Anything specific on this helmet? Anything that makes it appear to be obviously it's in good nick still, which everything else isn't.
Yep.
So that's the first sign.
It's well made. This would have been a very expensive helmet.
Okay.
A common soldier would not have it. A common soldier wouldn't probably be buried down here anyways.
Okay.
But the other helmets are unremarkable or non-existent.
If no one wants to try it on, we can like strap it to a backpack and carry it with us.
Yeah, I was going to chuck it in my backpack and just be done with. But if you want to try it on, that's fine.
No.
No.
I have this terrible condition with my skin in the hair.
Yeah, Marcel gets hat hair. I get hat
dandruff,
hair. I can't
severe
wear it.
dandruff. So Sorry, can't do
Is
that.
Kree? What class is Kree?
Thief.
He's a
Oh,
thief.
okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna dust the bits of hair out and put it on.
It looks cool.
Guys, do I look cool?
He does.
Yeah.
He looks more impressive than he did before.
Awesome. Shall we try the next door?
You can headbutt it now.
And look cool while I'm doing it.
Yep.
We use him as a ram.
Who wants to try to open the door?
Shall we have another go? That'll be a 1.
Nice.
All right. There's a door kicking machine.
No.
Save versus paralysis.
Oh,
You can have your dexterity bonus if you have one.
That would be a 20, and that would be 21 in total.
Wow.
Hmm.
Not only do you not only avoid the side blade that is spring loaded on this door that pops out. How that happens, I'm not really sure. But you manage to grab it before it hits you. Hey, not today. Crash.
Is that when the second one comes flying in?
No. So you impressively catch the side blade that wanted to slice your head.
Nice.
If you had worn the cool helmet,
If I'd worn the cool helmet, I probably wouldn't have rolled a 20. I can tell you that
no.
much.
A small statue of green-black metal depicts a writhing mass of teeth and tentacles on top of a 5 trunk-like legs.
Mm.
Does this imagery seem to be conflicting with the pagan nature of this tomb?
A bit.
Okay. I'm just wondering if that would be like, oh, that seems unlike all the imagery we're seeing here, or if we just
Yeah,
we're
it doesn't look like
clueless.
any of the, like the, what do you call it? Animist? Something to do with animals or whatever. And the pantheon of pagan animal worship, you're not familiar with them worshiping something like this.
Okay.
It's not. It's not that big. It's on a once again one of those black metal. It's not an altar really. This one is a stone dais with a smaller metal block and the idols on top of it.
So, having splashed that water on my hand, does seeing this imagery give me any sort of fear or trepidation or cause me to do anything?
Yeah, you don't want to touch it.
Okay.
You feel like if that was on your shelf at your house, you would have constant nightmares.
Okay, you guys are seeing me kind of cower back from the doorway and the scythe trap and out back into the hallway.
like nope. I'm going back.
What
All
do you
right.
think? Should we destroy it?
Well, we can
And-
check it again. Might as well see if there's any more compartments under the altar. If anyone wants to check it for traps. I've just done my part for traps.
I can
so-
try, but I only have 10%, so.
Okay, I'm going to step back out of the door again when you're doing that.
No, that's a fail. No traps.
No traps.
Safe.
And it's time for a 5-minute break, gentlemen,
Okay.
if you don't mind, and we'll be back in 5. Take 5.
Okay.
Takes
Yeah.
longer than my kettle to boil, but I shall be back shortly as well.
Iván comió. Y postrecito. Sí, me lo comí el tornillo ahora.
Ese era el que prestito era de Iván. Y hay uno entero que no quiero. Y yo tampoco. Mira, o sea, tipo, ofrecí todo lo que tenía para que.
¿Crema?
Limpiar.
¿Crema?
No le ofrecí cremita, no. Dice, no, ya estoy lleno.
Qué raro.
Digo, para que fuera almuerzo. Si fuera desayuno, estaba perfecto.
Sí, sí.
Pero para que fuera, la gente no tiene apetito hasta ahora, pues.
Te parece un fleco, algo pues. Okay. So, Jonathan, you're a ranger? Hello?
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
I was asking Jonathan if you're a ranger?
Yeah, his mic. I thought, yeah, his mic's cut out.
Oh, okay. I probably do.
So have you got the Zocchi dice then, Anders?
No. Yes. Or no. Not the Sochi dice. A few years back, I got GCC, and I bought a lot of strange dice.
Yeah, so that's the Zocchi dice, which is D30 and
Funky
Yeah,
dice.
but it's not the Sochi dice. These are variant dice. It's like a D3 and D5 and whatnot. But they look like a D10 numbered only to 5.
Yeah.
For example. So it's not
D7,
the ones.
Hello?
We hear
Yeah,
you.
no,
You're
I
in.
hear you.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay,
ranger.
back Rom'Myr, Dying Earth. Just want everyone to know, bananas are the official food of Rom'Myr, Dying Earth campaign for both players and Dungeon Master.
Bananas?
Gabriel, I am a ranger.
Okay, thank you.
And so if I had a bow, I might be good with it. But I don't have a bow.
Yeah.
I have a bow, and I'm pretty good with it. I actually have +4 to hit, so it's good.
So I believe we've only got 2 doors left: the archway and the last door at the end of the hall to the north.
Yep.
What'll it
Yep.
be?
What were we doing in this room? Were we doing
So,
anything in this room?
Yeah,
so
you were.
Lavadar checked for traps, but
Oh, we
he
haven't
didn't find
explored
any.
the room yet. The one that you just entered.
Yeah, there was the statue of the tentacle tooth monster thingy.
Yeah, that's the middle room, right?
Yeah, that's the middle
Yeah.
room.
So
Which
now we
just-
have the last one.
I'm
on the
gonna
left.
I'm gonna give a look at the dice and the idol, checking for anything amiss first. Okay, 0, 5.
nice.
Do I
The
find
door
any?
does not appear trapped in any way, though it is securely locked.
No, I checking the idol, Jay.
Oh, you're checking the idol. It's not trapped.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And it's just sitting on it. It's just sitting
secure.
on the metal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So we could just move it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to move it. If maybe it pivots in its base, or it's there's any secret
It moves,
compartment.
but you can move it and pick it up too if you wanted to. It's just really heavy for its size. Like you would know if you put that thing in your backpack, you'd be like, you would have to take off your backpack to do anything.
So it sounds like there might be something in it then.
Or massive. Does it sound massive if you tap it, or filled with like mercury?
I'm not going near that thing.
Otherwise, the room is quite plain.
Do you reckon if we pick this thing up and drop it, it'll break?
Don't know. It's not stone.
Let's desecrate this evil temple.
You know, it's not stone. It has tentacles and feet, so I guess the tentacle mass in mouths is all, you know, one solid chunk. But it does have, you know, 5 legs sticking off the bottom of it.
All right, so it's like a smaller version of the big statue at the main entrance then.
Yeah. Which sounds like a...
Yes, exactly. It's intact. This is what it looks like intact.
Goat of 1,000 young in the woods or something.
It is the land of 1,000 towers.
Let's double it and see if there's anything underneath.
I'm standing in the hallway looking at the room.
I mean, it's this tall.
Oh, it's a sign.
Oh, so it's only a small thing.
You can fit it in your backpack, but it's like, ooh, you know, like when you go pick up that metal patio furniture and you think it's just a chair and it should be easy to move.
Yeah.
So we could kind of pick it up between us and probably swing it into the wall.
Yep, very easily.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Well, the only thing that happens, I guess, is one of the legs bent. It's no longer in good condition.
All right, fair enough. Chuck that on the floor and go and check the next room, I suppose.
Yep.
Cling! You drop it. It gives a dead thud. And you feel as if your soul is sucked from your body. But it just passes fleetingly.
Okay. Let's
Maybe
let's
that was a mistake.
Possibly. Possibly. Oh well. Right, let's go check the other room then. Yeah, it is. Next room.
Someone kick open the door.
Marcel, on door.
No, this time. Somebody else's turn.
Who's the strongest amongst you?
Probably Marcel. Probably Marcel, to be fair. Right, okay,
I got 11.
16, Marcel will have another go. That will be a 5, so not this time.
Yep, you give it gives a resounding.
Can we do another check, or I can try? It's a 1 in 6 chance, right?
1 in 6, unless you're a big beefy dude like.
I'm not.
Can 2 people go together? Like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And why don't we do it this way? I guess it's basically just like rolling with an advantage. You got to get a 1 as well, unless you have a strength bonus. Does that make sense?
No, okay.
So roll 2 dice.
No. Kree gets to roll 1, and you get to roll 1, and one of you guys has got to score a 1 unless your chance is 2 or better, 2 or less, or 3 or less.
Yep, I missed.
1.
Yeah! Kree the Monster Hunter from Valentine. Bust down the door. This room is much bigger than the others.
Has this got sarcophagi in as well, or?
Do the lights work in this room?
Yep. Your torches flicker off the.
Sorry, that's a bad joke.
The it's got runes, calligraphy. This room has had a lot of attention spent to it, in detail, in finishes. 60 feet deep, 40 feet wide.
Ooh.
There's the big old sarcophagi on the laying horizontally. There's three flanking on either. There's three on either side of the hetmen and the princes and nobles of his court, leaning against the wall in their open sarcophagi.
What is there? Are they got no lids, or have the lids already been pushed off, or
They have no lids.
no lids?
So there are three on either side and one in the middle.
The one in the middle is a sarcophagi with a lid laying horizontally.
Where is there calligraphy? On the wall or the tomb?
All on the walls. Everything, the archways are all decorated and carved in that old pagan language that you do not know how to read. There's nothing, no depicting of animals or anything. It's all like the Celtic design. It's all very complex.
Does this chamber seem so it does seem more regal or royal than the rest of the ones we've been through?
Yes.
Well, should we go in? We've seen enough weird stuff.
Yeah, let's just if we check. I think if we check the sarcophagi along the walls first, and of the walls in general, is there another altar at the end of this, or is this just the three down the side, each side, and then one in the middle?
The one in the middle is all the way at the end. It would be, if there was an altar, it would
Yeah,
be
would be
where
at
the
that.
sarcophagi is
Oh.
Okay.
traditionally.
Okay. Well, I think if we just start down one side and just check each of the three, go to the other side, check the other three, then make our way over to the potentially nasty trapped thing.
I'll also say that if something combat goes down, I will run away because I only have 2 hit points left.
Oh, stand in the back. Do you want to stay at the door and use your bow?
Yeah, but I have one of the torches, so
I have a lantern, so don't worry.
My
Okay.
The room is
spear,
well illuminated.
my spear is
Cross-left,
one-handed, so I have a torch
pages.
in the other hand.
I'll take post at the door with my bow.
Okay.
The soft drip of water every once in a while. The dank smell. Lizards and spiders skittered around.
Okay, so the first sarcophagus on the right, I'm gonna take and poke at with my spear.
Hello, Mr. Zombie.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's a desiccated corpse, mostly skeletal, with rotten armor draped over it, and a rusted short sword at its feet.
I mean, the lids of these sarcophagus, are they don't have, or they are on the side? They are like broken on the floor, or
They're non-existent.
they're not? Okay.
Which in itself is kind of weird, but yeah.
So it's like a stone bathtub
Yep, with a stone
with a
bath.
dead guy in it.
It reminds you of those pictures they always took of the bank robbers in the westerns when they get them.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, without the coffin lid on. Yeah.
Yeah, coffin lid off, and I'm sure that wasn't just done in the Western, in the Old West. I'm sure that's been commonly done. But that's it.
You guys want to check the middle?
And actually, when you're poking it, it falls over, and it's rusted, crappy, degraded gear kind of skitters across the floor.
And is there anything left in the vertical?
Why don't we go? If Lavathar, he stays at the door, and then we go. Jake and myself go each on checking each side, and Marcel goes in the middle, so we go advancing like that.
All right. Yep. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I am Chris checking the ones on the left wall, and Jake checks the ones on the right wall, and
Okay.
we are go advancing.
And then Le Baton is just watching the doorway. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You run out of open sarcophagi to look through, and it's all the same. Desiccated corpses draped in rotting armor and rusted weapons. Nothing
Okay.
serviceable, nothing glinting.
So we can. The central casket is sealed still.
Yeah, yep. It has its stone lid in place, and it's shaped in the form of a knight. You know, there's somebody depicted on it with shield and hammer, not a sword, but a hammer.
Oh,
And then there's a big fat left hand on it as well, embossed.
Ah,
a
it's
big
the hand of
what? Sorry?
Morgath.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cree, he's gonna carefully check for traps or on this sarcophagus. Okay, 19.
19. Surprisingly, it's clean, and you're quite confident of that, of course, because you made your roll.
Mhm.
You know, this thing it's not trapped.
I put my hands
Oh.
on one side and said, "Let's lift it off."
Wait. Oh. Just in case it's sealed, let's just cover our mouth and with some rags.
Seems like Kree is quite the rogue, and he's done this before. He's giving you guys instructions. I find that fascinating. Awesome. Hold on, guys. I've been in this situation before.
Okay, I'm gonna take my cloak and flap it over my shoulder and around my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one of those that's already got
Now
the
we are like this.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's shove the lid open.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
On the count of 3. Let's give it a
1,
push.
2, 3. And the lid goes toppling off, and the dead thud stone underground can be heard as it hits the flagstones, chips and dents, cracks. This desiccated corpse is definitely has an armor upgrade. You must be looking at the remains of King Morgath himself, due to his attire rotting as it is. There's a jeweled circlet around the skull. No helmet. Grasped in its hands is a warhammer, black, dusty. Um,
And he's like wearing armor, and he's being a king, is a crown or all that.
Yeah, he's got a. It's a. The crown is a jeweled circlet. So
Is
nothing
this guy
ostentatious, but definitely a valuable artifact antique type thing. Like people buy this kind of stuff for sure.
is he skeletal? The remains, are they skeletal?
Skeletal and well, it's hard to see underneath. You'd have to remove the armor to look at it, but it looks like like dried.
More mummified.
But you can see parts of its jaw, and its shoulder, its hands don't have any flesh on it. The whatever was the glove or the metal glove, there may have been leather or whatever that held it together, because that's all kind of all fallen apart and
Like he's
scattered off around its waist.
gripping that hammer over his chest.
Yeah, just like that. Yep, as a pagan
With
king.
with that leathery hands
Yep,
wrapped around it.
but all the bony knuckles can be seen poking out. The spiders, little, those little centipedes, not big ones, but little ones crawling in and out.
Does the
I'm
hammer
gonna-
have runes on it, or?
Yes, it does on either side, or I guess on either side of the head. You haven't moved it yet, but I guess the center, I don't know what you call that on a warhammer, where the shaft goes through. That has a left hand embossed into it, etched into it.
Marcel, I think you should take the hammer. We found the hammer that's going to help us kill the beast.
I'm pretty sure I remember you saying something about you being the prophesied one to kill the beast, therefore you should handle the hammer.
That's actually Cree. It's not
Oh, is it?
from Averoigne. It's the group from Rom'Myr that is in, and Cree is the only representative today. There's 2 other players that couldn't make it.
Okay. Jake, do you have oil?
Yeah, I have a flask of oil.
You have 1. I have 2.
I have 2.
2?
I've got lots of
Okay.
torches.
Why don't we? The hammer is like made of. What is it made of?
Iron and wood.
Iron and wood.
Yeah, it has a sturdy, thick wooden shaft.
handle.
It has nice bands of iron strapping on it to reinforce it. Has the real mahogany finish.
So we are looking like it's a relic. It's like a mythical weapon.
Yes. Yeah, according to these jokers. But how you sold, when you were a monster hunter, and how you sold those other dudes from Rom'Myr on I know where this is, man, and it's just like a cloud of bats. So, but this
Okay,
is not a cloud of bats.
I'm gonna take one of the bolts, on a crossbow bolt, right? I'm gonna take a crossbow bolt from my
crossbow,
and like try to pry the crown from the head.
Okay, it works itself off. You got a few stringy patches of dry skin still attached. Thick black hair, but
it comes out without.
Yep.
Okay. Put it aside.
Excuse me.
I put it on the
side.
backpack. Yeah.
Okay.
Jake, do you wanna
I'm going to reach
do
in
me a
and grab
favor?
it. gonna grab the hammer.
Okay. I was gonna suggest something. He's just inside, like grabbing the thing. Okay.
I see you grab you grab the crown, and I'm might as well get something for me.
Yeah, really carefully, and you
You got
just
a helmet on.
I'm looking cool.
You got a helmet. I mean, you look even more bitchin' when you have the hammer in your hand. Everyone, you're kind of like in awe, like, oh my gosh.
All right, so am I able to get it out of there?
Yeah, yep. And you look regal and impressive with your helmet and hammer.
Whoa, it's like a two-handed maul.
Yep. With the backside with the little curving hook bill like a beak. Beak on the back, hammer on the front. Nicely balanced.
I'm gonna hand it to Marcel. How does this feel?
Well, you've not dropped dead from a curse, so I'll have a go. Fine. If you've given me the hammer, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a good weapon.
Here, I'll hold your shield.
It's not an ornament.
Is it a two-handed, or is it a warhammer?
I'm going to roll 50-50 because I didn't decide on that, and I did think about it, but I didn't come to a decision. So low is one-handed, high is two-handed. Two-handed.
Nanas. Right, I will be handing my shield over then. All right.
Two-handed, and it does 1d8 damage.
Okay, so two-handed hammer.
Okay.
All right, should we go explore farther down or head back to the surface?
There's a circlet. It also has there's an amulet.
Like around his neck.
It's sunken in its withered chest, but you can see it now.
Okay. Let's we're gonna use the.
And that's when you hear the scratching and the scraping of bone and rusted metal.
Is that coming from this coffin or from the other three?
Others.
6 even.
The other 6. Yep. Well,
Oh.
you're all hungrily looking over this thing. The skeletons animate. And slowly try to get to their knees and feet.
He was.
Let's get out of here. Let's run.
They block the entrance. They're behind you.
But I'm behind them.
That is correct.
So as soon as I see they come crawling, I assume they aren't going to like worship Jacques. They look more menacing. Am I correct in that?
You are not sure.
Okay,
Are
so
they responding to the raised maul and rising to it, or are they coming to attack for sacrilege on their king?
no idea.
No idea.
So I'm trailing them with my bow. This is cool henchmen.
But, so you guys are aware of this because your backdoor man alerted you as soon as it starts to happen.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the amulet.
Okay.
So you might want to like retreat.
Let's roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Marcel, you hold the hammer, right?
Yes, I do.
Are you going to use it, or are you going to use your gear? Or are you going to drop it, or what?
I'm going to use it because at the moment, Jack has my shield anyway, and I didn't have my mace in hand in order to pick up the hammer. Technically, if this is a two-handed hammer, that makes it a maul. So I just want to clarify that one beforehand, which is D10.
This one does D8. I'm sorry.
Just D8. No, that's absolutely fine.
I know there's a maul that does D10.
Yeah,
But this is a two-handed D8 weapon.
that's good.
Much
Just a bit
like
like this. Yeah,
a
it's like the
battle
mace.
axe. And that's the way I treat battle axes as well.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But you
Noted for
can
future
use
reference.
the battle axe one-handed, but you only do 1d6 plus 1 damage, not 1d8.
I'll do two-handed with this. All right, I'm gonna just okay. Let's have a go. See what happens when we hit one of them. And not with any of those, it isn't. That's a miss.
Okay. And the
Unless
hammer.
their AC's 10 or less, then.
Oh, you got a 10?
In total, yeah.
And you normally would have missed, but the hammer of justice, known as Dryfith, in your hands lands a telling blow on the side of the skeleton's rusted helmet. Roll damage.
6 in total.
You do more damage than that. You do a total of 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
And that blasted. I think that skeleton is in pieces. Five left.
Clear the way.
I'm rolling some hit points here. So. Okay, who's next?
I think it's me. So
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
fire at the one closest to me, I guess. So would that be close range then?
Yes, you're in close range.
Yeah, so that's +1, and then I have +1 attack bonus, +1 dex bonus, and +2 because I'm a cool scout. So +5.
There you go.
And I roll a 7, so not so cool. 13. 12.
12.
12.
You miss.
Phew.
Okay, skeletons. There's 5, and there's 3 of you. So that's how I do it. Oh, okay. Marceau, you're attacked by 2 currently.
AC 16 without the shield.
Yep. You're going. Jake, you're being attacked by 1. Make that 3. Jake's being attacked by 3. You're attacked by 2.
How much armor class is your shield, Marcel?
Yeah, it's +1.
Okay, so I'm at 14.
You're at 14. Okay. You are hit by the last one.
I have his shield up, and I'm bashing back the skeletons, and I'm poking them at with my spear to keep them away from me, but some of them just gets me.
You take 2 points of damage from their swarm. I'm hearing 16 from the fighter.
Yep.
AC. 17. That's an 18 and a 20. 21.
Whoa.
So they are on you, tearing and rendering for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, I could be dead there. That puts me -3.
Whoo! Well, you've taken damage so far.
I've taken 3 already. Yeah, so I'm on 6.
Yeah.
So I'm at -3.
You could be well rendered.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skeletons are just chopping and stabbing their rusted weapons and clawing at his face. And the hammer falls to the ground.
Darn.
Okay, so The skeletons are done.
Yep.
Can I reach down and grab the hammer and attack with it in the same turn?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Drop
Run.
the shield.
Okay. Actually, can I? I'm gonna drop everything, grab the hammer, and run down the hall.
Okay. Okay. You run towards the scout,
Okay.
and that leaves Kree. What are you doing?
I'm running behind him.
I will try to cover their retreats by shooting at the skeletons.
Okay.
As I run, can I like let go of a flask of oil and throw it behind? Just I wanted to break on the floor
Yeah.
and splash
Yep.
the
That's
oil.
easily done. So that means Marceau, you are definitely dead. You are left
Definitely
behind,
dead.
being devoured or rendered by skeletons. The other three though that didn't attack you are following you guys out the door. They're slower, but they're following you, the group. So it's a time to roll initiative again.
Excellent.
Okay, it's all simultaneous. What are you gentlemen doing?
I'm running. I've got the hammer. I dropped my spear and shield, and I'm just running back towards the stairs that we.
Okay.
And I cover the other guy's retreat, and then I will run as well.
The
Or
other guy,
maybe I
the
will
other
run
guy's
as well.
retreat is just Kree, and he's already by you now.
Yeah.
You were just there looking over. Three skeletons closing in on the entry, and the two that are on the ground rendering Marseille into bloody chunks. That's
Yeah,
your
but
last
if
look.
the other guys has come out of the room, I
Yep.
run as well.
That. Okay. You've been down here for, I don't know, must have been down here for at least a couple hours.
Maybe.
That'd be fair to say. How long do you think, with the 10-minute turns and exploring, how long do you think you've been underground? More than
Let's see.
2 hours? 2 hours? It's not less than 2 hours, right? You would
No.
more.
Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, I
tops.
think it's at least 2 or
Yeah.
3 because I had that 40 minutes of
That's right. You guys had to burn 40 minutes waiting
And,
for you to get your act together again.
and we've been
and we
methodically
did
kicking every door down.
and we did a lot of like
Well,
search.
it should be well on, even with the overcast, foggy morning. It should be well on daylight, but it's not.
It's not.
It is not.
Is that normal?
No, it should be
Not even
daytime.
here.
It still feels like an hour before dawn. With
Do I
cold
s-
ground fog, and it's either gonna rain or it's not today. Who knows? Feeling.
Did the skeletons follow us up?
Yeah, they're much slower though. They don't come all the way out. You don't. I just imagine, since you guys are all fleeing for your lives, when you get to the top, you put the stone lid back on this thing.
Good
But I
idea.
mean,
Yeah, we do that.
okay. So you don't know what the skeletons are doing. You left them in the dust. I mean, you could run a lot faster than them.
So is this the ruins of Malin Bois? Malin
No,
Bois?
this is a cemetery outside of it. It's not very far away.
I think we should go to the ruins of the manor to rest. I think that's a good idea. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
The manor is haunted. by
That's
this.
just rumors. Superstitious people. I mean, it's raining. We can get a roof over our heads and make a fire, sing some songs.
Yeah, I heft the hammer over my shoulder. I say, anywhere we can rest. That sounds good to me. How far away is that?
It's 2 miles.
Okay, through the woods.
Yep, broken ground. It's hard. I mean, it's not an easy 2 miles. That's why you grabbed the scout, because you knew the ground. You knew the cemetery was around there, but the ground is always, the wood's thick and the ground uneven. You were saving yourself a lot of time by bringing a guide. But going through the woods, yeah. So you eventually can get to the chateau grounds.
And that's where we thought the beast was?
No. I mean, it's worth you checking out. I mean, you got to find the beast somewhere. But if you ask Cree why he's going there, I don't know. That's a good question for him.
So this guy, he said that if we help him clear his place, he's he's gonna bring us back.
And then you showed him the coin, and he kind of got unnerved. Do you remember that?
Oh, the spidery minted coins.
And so then what he did is he, instead of clearing it, he wanted you to go in and grab 2 books and bring them out.
Right. Oh, yeah. He told us where the
Completely
library was.
Direction. What he initially wanted you to do, and that was
Okay.
after you showed him the coin.
Okay.
Yeah,
I showed the coins to this gentleman. If they do they recognize them in some way?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. The symbolage and the ornamentation, or the embossing or logo on the coin
And
is not familiar.
okay. And I didn't see any of that in these catacombs, in the mausoleum.
No.
Okay. Are you going to leave your friend's body down there? We're planning to rescue that.
No,
Oh, okay. Like I said, different region, different costumes. Okay, that's okay. That's how you do things around here, I guess.
yes.
Nope,
Strange place.
we
this
shut the
Averoigne.
tomb.
What happens in the tomb stays in the tomb.
There you go.
That's what we say here in Averoigne.
All right, let's Le Batard, let's go to the manor.
So
Okay.
do we know where this manor is? It's like
Yeah.
famous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, I guess.
That is known.
So are there any paths there, or like roads, or do we have to
Yeah, you
navigate
can lead them
through
through
the?
the forest.
Like Varidel
So-
and Rourke, they are not here when they left.
Oh, I guess the stranger left. He was explaining what he was explaining the scroll to
Mhm.
Rourke, and then he pulled out some of his, I guess, looked like a ruler or a compass, and he was explaining something to Rourke and left him to play with it.
Okay.
That's the last you saw that he was doing, and then after that, he came to the fire. He lit a small fire so that you guys could all huddle around, and he prepared tea before he went to bed.
But I mean, they are not here when we came out of the mausoleum.
He wasn't there when you woke up.
Okay.
You woke up to the
To this.
ranger, the scout, crossing
Mhm.
the cemetery, coming in your
Okay.
direction. If you go to the MeWe group, our MeWe group, I've posted some pictures, and that'll give you a good idea of the terrain that you've been going through, where you see that portal, or the one where there's just a door and the hedges
Yeah.
and the trees.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the grounds. You now know that you are at the ruins, but the ruins are no longer ruins. And Cree, you remember what you saw was a small keep. Or not, I shouldn't say small keep, but it was a keep. It was stone. It was like a tower. It wasn't very big. What you're seeing here is much, much bigger. You see where this keep was shown to you that last night when you arrived, but you can now see that it's actually just like a tower, one portion of a much larger ornate chateau, and you can see the pictures of that.
Okay.
So what is it, like 4 to 5 times bigger than what you saw last night?
Mm.
I only see a picture of a forest and like a cemetery.
Okay, look down. Do you see I posted an additional one? It's like an additional post. You guys expand it. I'll check, make sure I did it right. I'm not leading you down a rabbit hole, but that's what that should be. So, oh, you're right. It didn't post. I'll post it.
No,
Sorry,
it didn't post. Yeah.
it did not occur. That explains everything. Maybe I was being too crafty for my own good. There it is now. If you refresh, you should see it. And I'll refresh as well to make sure that that goes. So this picture of the cemetery baton is where the adventure started this morning.
Ah, cool.
And now that's what you're looking at.
That looks like homely. Yeah. Perfect.
So, compared to homes from the era that we live in, is these ruins way more extravagant than what we live in normally?
Yes. What you're seeing would be the house of a noble.
Do y'all want to go camp out inside, or should we camp out in the brush? I don't have a tent.
You can only see you have the view you have of the chateau is the look that you get because it was in a small valley, so you had a down look to it. And then as you go down into the valley, approaching the chateau, you start losing sight of it, and you come upon that entry into the grounds. The first
Okay.
picture that I have up.
Well, maybe we can make a lean-to against the wall at the entryway and camp for the night, or rest during the day because it's still daylight.
It's still like it's still basically what it's gray. You know, you don't have to light a torch, but the sun isn't.
Okay.
And the drizzle and the ground fog, you know, you got that. You just have that enclosed feeling. The visibility is not very far. The trees are wet and black. The trunks, the leaves thick and falling off because it's autumn, beginning of autumn.
Okay.
So,
Well,
are there any like outhouses or
A barn
sheds
or
or
a shed? Yeah.
No, this looks like it's just the edge of the grounds. It's like it's not well manicured, but it would be like bushes and hedges instead of fence. Like you would have to go through it to get onto the chateau grounds and approach the chateau.
Mhm.
Or you could circle it, I guess.
Yeah, I want to suggest that we circle the place. Maybe we find there are some entrance like those entrance to the basement that are outside. You know.
So are we at a wall around the grounds of the house, or are we
You can
at?
see.
No, there are
Have you looked at
hedges.
the picture?
Yeah.
Let me look at the picture itself. Let me make sure I'm being clear. I see. Yes, that's right. That's a bit of stone wall. Yes, and but there's no like metal door in that opening. And yeah, I see. There's the trees and the bushes and the rolling hills. But yes, if you pass through that portal, you walk through that, you should be on the chateau ground.
Okay. So you guys want to look around the perimeter for a barn or something, or you want to look for an entrance?
Let's
Maybe,
circle the place.
yeah.
If let's see what's the lay of the land. Let's see if there's any other structure beside the chateau.
The ivy vine covered stone wall goes around the grounds in a square, not a circle. And that at each point on the compass, there's another opening like this that goes onto the ground. So it has 4 ways onto the grounds. Each one is opening is into manicured hedges.
And the manor, does it have doors on each side as we walk around it?
You're not walking around the chateau. You're walking around the perimeter of the
The
stone wall.
perimeter. Okay. Do you guys want to go onto the grounds through the wall?
Why not?
Yeah, let's.
I guess you could. I guess you could climb a tree. You're not. I should say you're not prevented by looking at the chateau. You just have to, I guess, climb one of those trees.
Oh,
So
we didn't say we recovered the ropes. I guess.
No, you ran like
Yeah, we run like hell
fled.
out
You
of there.
fled.
Yes.
So Jay, I'm a ranger. As we are walking around the perimeter of the wall, have I seen any tracks?
No,
Okay.
no. Maybe that. Nothing outside of the ordinary. Small game.
Okay. Well, let's say that we're at the western exit and we'll go through the wall.
Okay. Um, the the entrance is a passageway of hedges that it immediately turns to. I got it. To the north, and it's a 10-foot wide hedge enclosed passageway corridor, open air.
Oh, how tall is the hedge?
Good question. Let's find out how tall it is.
It seems that I can't see over it.
No, you cannot. You can't even see over the stone wall. You would have to climb a tree to look over it.
Maybe Kree, he seems agile. Maybe you can scale up that wall.
I can climb walls, actually. I just remembered. I have 50% chance.
Says the man with 2 health points.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Got a 90. So
The hedge is easy to climb.
okay.
Is that what you're doing? You're climbing up on top of the hedge, or what? What
I
was?
climbing. Can I climb the wall?
Yeah. Oh, that's what you were doing. Sorry, because I was looking. I was trying to find heights, and I wasn't listening to you guys. So yeah, you can
Okay.
easily climb up on the wall, and you know, you can see that it's a hedge maze that you would have to get through to get to the grounds.
Oh, so we have the wall. We got a hedge maze,
Yep.
and then the chateau.
You
Mm.
couldn't see it, but now you can see the hedge maze, and it's and I won't say in its entirety, but you can look across the top of it. It's not nearly as big as what you saw in the Goblet of Fire. I can give you some dimensions so you know how wide and deep this thing is.
And looking around, is there any other structure than the
On the
chateau?
ground,
Inside
past the
the.
hedge maze, you're seeing the western side of the chateau. You see a one-story stone building before the chateau is reached. And what is that? There's one other structure that can be seen. Must be a privy, an outdoor outhouse, stone.
On the west side of the.
On the west side of the chateau that you're looking at. To the north, you can see where the privy is, and towards the southern corner of the chateau, but on the grounds is that one-story building. Past that one-story stone building, you can also see towards the corner of the, I guess, the southern area, but on your side is a well.
Does it appear that there's hedge mazes all the way around the perimeter of the manor?
Yes, it appears that no matter which entrance you would go into, you would have to pass through the hedge maze. It's a complete. It completes the entire grounds. Yeah, it's in and it looks like it's 70 feet deep. So the depth of the hedge maze goes in 70 feet into the grounds, and then it's just grassy ground, broken, and rock. Neglected, not maintained.
How deep are these pitches? Is it possible to cut your way through them, or would that be too much work?
It would be labor intensive. You would want a work crew, but yeah, you guys could do it. I mean, I don't know if you could do it in a day or not. I don't know, but it's it's like being a lumberjack. Yeah.
Yep.
The well is on the same side like the one-story building.
Yes, on the grounds of the chateau. Yep, past the hedge maze.
So I think we should try and beeline through this maze real quick. I'm gonna throw a torch up to Cree. He's up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lantern, so we have. So
Well, we'll take this torch and light it on fire, and see if you can stick it into the wall, so we have like a smoky point of reference.
oh, okay, got it.
And then it starts raining.
No, it has been. You've had a drizzling rain, so I'm sorry. That's a good point.
I can leave my lantern on top of the wall.
Okay.
Gonna refill.
We might not be able to see it. I was kind of thinking the smoke would come up high, and we'd be like, okay, that's always going to be west.
Too dark. It's not light enough for the smoke would be quickly lost.
Okay, well, we'll just have to rely on my ranger instincts and the scout.
Yeah.
To not get lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have anything that we can, any breadcrumbs that we can drop behind us? Mm.
No.
I have dry rations, so I guess we could like lembas bread or something. We can break off pieces and then all the rats in the
It doesn't
maze
have to
will
be.
come in.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be literal breadcrumbs.
That's the only thing I have to throw away.
Cool.
And gold coins.
I have chalk. We can mark as we go somewhere. I don't know if it.
It's you would be like taking a piece of chalk and trying to mark your hedge. And relying
In
on
the rain. In the rain.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, I know.
It
It
seems
will work.
I'm not that wise.
I
I have a 6.
I have 8. I actually did this character old school style, 3d6 in order.
Nice. Well, that's the way it should be. That's the way I request you to do it.
You do?
Yeah, for this game. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. But on the wall, I guess you can see a little bit how the hedge maze goes.
Okay. How's it go?
Well, it doesn't seem. Well, I'll put it this way: it doesn't seem to have to make a decision point until you're. And I'm going to go from the entrance. I'm going to go diagonal. 25 feet in towards the I'm going diagonally northeast.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So it does you can see that winds around. It goes west. I mean, it goes north first, and then south, and then east, and then south. But then about 50 feet in is where you start seeing that they branch off, and then it's hard to tell.
Okay.
Okay. One thing we can do is touch, for example, the right-hand side. We'll follow the right-hand side of the maze all the way. Then we will get through. But we will have to spend a long time in the maze.
How far are we from the nearest village? La Frenai? Frenai?
Each one of those hexes is 12 miles.
Oh! Can't make it.
You said village. I mean, there's could you stumble on and find a hamlet out here? A cottager, unknown hamlet, sure, maybe. Peasants are everywhere. But the nearest habitation, like a town, yeah, what's that?
Is this pretty accurate layout?
Yeah, except to me, it looks like the buildings are on the east side, not the west side. But that could be just a trick of the screen share.
Well, I have north, so on the right side should be east.
North, the right side is east, and the buildings, the outbuildings were on the west side.
Okay, so like that.
Perfect. Yeah, yep. And the privy's on that side too. Yep, that's exactly what you're looking at.
Okay. Thank you.
And and there's the hedge mage. That's perfect. That gives us everything that we're dealing with right now.
I'm trying to cover Stuart on the mapping.
Yeah, and the nearest hamlet to you is 11 miles. You're 11 miles from the nearest homestead.
Do you guys want to just camp here at the wall and then try and do the hedge in a few hours after we've had some rest?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, to rest, you guys are going to have to do it for 8 hours. It's going to have to be to get a hit point back. You get 1 hit point back for a night of rest. It's 8 hours. Plus or minus your constitution bonus.
What about the cemetery? Are there any place we can?
There's a nice
Maybe-
mausoleum.
Maybe there's another one or anything that we can break in and just.
I think that was 2 miles away. We're gonna have to rough it. We'll camp under the arch of the wall.
Yeah, I have a winter blanket. We can
Yeah,
put that up
that's
as a
I'll put my cloak over my cool
shelter.
helmet,
Yeah, you have the helmet.
and I'll lean against the wall, sleep like this.
We
Okay.
want to be the first. I've slept on the streets of Balater, so.
I mean, what? You're hard. You're soft. What? You didn't finish that. But okay. 8 hours passes, no change in the lighting condition.
Oh, so now I have 3 hit points. Ready for battle.
Mm-hmm. And so everyone gets a hit point back due to rest. Every once in a while, you may hear the forlorn cry of a bird, but it's like you're in a perpetual dark
Dusk.
towards dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the forest, it seems like the sun is promising to break, but it's just not.
Okay, you guys ready to follow me through the maze? I got the hammer out. Okay, so we're just gonna go from the west entrance and just head into the hedge maze.
Okay, you got it. And since Cree got up on the wall and looked, you can get to that point I indicated, like 50 feet in.
Yep.
Without having to, you can put beginning there. If you get to that point, you can always get back out.
Okay.
So
The
we don't even
bastard
have
said
to we don't even have to draw all that getting to it.
we're gonna put our right hand on the wall, the hedge maze, and just follow the right hand side.
Oh, you're going to do that. Okay. Then 30 feet before the end of what you could see, it goes back towards the wall in your direction. I better keep this book in the right way. So keeping your hand on the right side, you're looking west again.
All right, let's keep going.
And you go, and then it does a little L to the north, and you walk right into a stone. It dead ends, and it's a stone statue standing on a plinth. It's
What's on
fairly
it?
crude.
What's on it?
A stone statue.
Yep, a crude stone statue.
Okay.
So you would have to turn now to continue doing this right hand thing. You have to turn around and backtrack a little bit.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's do that.
And then you're heading east. You're heading south now.
Okay.
And that goes 20 feet south and hooks a hard. I guess that would be 3 o'clock the east. And it goes 15 feet and dead ends where there's a lilac bush. It's very fragrant.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone, and I guess so. We have to go.
Ooh,
back.
ooh. Jake.
No.
Make a saving throw.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell you. Just roll it.
Okay.
Get a high number.
I got a 2.
Okay. Jake is once again incapacitated by that same madness and hallucinating.
Mm.
From the lilac bush?
And it's 40 minutes again before you can go anywhere.
Oh,
Is
God.
he screaming?
But But what
He's
did
screaming.
he do to
This time he's more like whimpering and dreaming.
Okay.
this guy?
And your dream, when you finally 40 minutes later, you come to, Jake, and are able to wipe the foam from your mouth, and you had dreams of a beautiful woman admiring the lilacs in the company of an older gentleman.
Is it related to anything I saw in the crypt?
Yes, you think you think the women accompanied by the man was the body you inhabited while you had that feeling of being nailed to the chair.
Oh gosh.
So
Okay.
continuing following this right hand progression that you guys are doing, you will pass, but you don't have to like pass close to it. You can see it off about 10 feet away from you is another alcove with a statue, but you could walk just right on by it and not engage it at all.
What does it look like?
It's a bronze statue of an older woman.
Does
And
she
like,
have?
this one's not crude. This is not crude like the stone one. This one is artistically done.
Let's look at this statue. And Labatar, do you want to check and see if there's any passageways?
Behind it, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm kind of suspicious of all this, but I can
Mhm.
have a look. So, would that be detect traps or just having a look? Is that
No, I'm gonna
G6?
roll a secret door check.
Yep.
Nothing out of the ordinary besides the head. The only the only unordinary thing is that Jake gives a horrified scream and runs. Runs back the way you guys came.
Ah! Ah! I
What?
run after him and try to tackle him to the ground.
Okay, roll the hit. I'm not going to look at. I guess I'll look at the grappling rules for, and then apply them to try to tackle a raving maniac. That's fair enough, right? Because we do have brawling and wrestling.
13 is my armor class.
We'll call it wrestling. The wrestling attack requires a successful melee attack roll where success indicates the attacker has grabbed his or her opponent.
Don't worry.
That is a roll to hit. What is your armor class? You're going to have that +2 from whatever is it a +2 for attacking someone from the rear? Like
I think so, yes.
Yep, +2 bonus attacking from behind. Roll to hit.
That's I roll a 2, so he just slipped through my grasp.
He slips through your fingers and he's quickly out of sight.
We got a runner.
Yep. And he got the hammer.
He's got your hammer.
So, yeah.
So which way am I running now?
You don't know. You're not coherent yet.
So, Cree, what do you say? Should we go and look for him? Or should we trudge on and wait for him to come to us?
I don't think he's gonna find us.
Nope.
What gives you that impression?
Did he run like screaming? We're going to follow
Yeah,
the,
yeah. Like,
Yeah,
ah!
can we
follow
follow
the scream.
sound?
He was terrified. He was terrified.
Yeah. So
We're gonna follow the
I guess,
scream.
yeah, we follow the screaming.
You're the
Okay.
scout.
You're following the streaming for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have 40
finally
tracking.
And you finally catch up to him, and he's a little exhausted, but he seems to have. You have retained your senses, Jake.
Okay.
What you saw, you said, what freaked you out is you swear that when you were looking at the statue, that it actually turned and looked at you.
Oh.
And in your fragile state, that completely unnerved you.
Okay. I have no idea where we are.
I'm going to pick a location where you guys are. And then you can start from there.
I'm gonna put my hand on Lebatard's shoulder and say, "You lead the way."
Yes.
Um,
So I think
Yeah, we
we'll
keep
go
shake.
back to the.
We keep shake between us.
Yeah.
So if he runs to the
We
way, we
follow the
try to catch
right-hand
him.
side.
Tie a rope around him.
Yeah, we don't
find
have
him
any.
at the dead end underneath the pear tree. Except all the pears are red.
Oh, look, pears.
A pair of pears.
Are you guys hungry?
There's actually some writing on the pears. Each one seems to have some name in a language you can't read.
The fruit? There's fruit?
Yeah. There's red pears.
Are you guys seeing this?
And they have an inky name written on them.
So should we?
I'm gonna grab one and carve Jake with my dagger.
No, we should
Nothing,
prank.
nothing seems to
We
happen.
prank Jake and say, no, we can't see any text on these guys.
This one has your name. Here.
Yeah, you guys are your party members are being total shits to you.
I'm gonna take a bite out of that one.
Nothing adverse seems to happen, nor does your feelings of dread and paranoia lessen.
Tastes good.
Yep, it is. It's edible.
Nothing happens now.
He didn't go too far that you couldn't catch up to him, that you know how to get back to where that statue is. And you obviously, Jake doesn't want to get near it at all, but there's a little branch that goes around, kind of like a U-shaped thing that allows you guys to walk around it without him having to look at it. And so the next dead end you run into, following this right-hand pass, is the bush in this area is covered with brilliant red flowery, much like the pears, except in the center of the flowers, there's mockeries of human faces, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth.
Close your eyes, Jake. Don't look at the flowers.
You can put on the helmet backwards.
But it looks like they're just cultivated that way to give the appearance. They don't actually have physical faces.
Oh,
He probably see them. And
It's just
So,
some strange.
a smiley face with flowers.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you going to leave these things alone?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, the next thing that you run into is a statue of a regal-looking man.
Does he has any resemblance to the mounted guy we met, who brought us here?
You don't know. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe not. Okay. I'm going to look and see if there's anything more that I need to consider before you get through this technique will get you through the maze. The only thing unusual on your way to the exit is you have to get around some lush strawberry bushes right near the exit. Brilliant red color. And then you're on the grounds.
Yay! We
Nice.
made it.
On which side we appeared?
You're on the west side of
Oh,
the
the west. Okay.
Yep.
So there was a privy there.
There's a
Yeah,
privy
that's
to the north of you when you walk out onto the grounds. There's a one-story stone building
on,
with a
on the other
timber,
side.
thatched roof just south of you.
Yeah. So I will use the privy.
Let's see how the privy functions.
I will not use the privy. I'm going to use the bushes.
It's got a heavy wooden door, but approaching it, before you open it, there's definitely an unpleasant fecal odor emanating from behind it. Do you still want to use it?
Probably not.
Okay. Bhutan approaches the outhouse and then walks back to you guys.
Stinks like shit. If it smells like shit, it probably is shit.
Is there a brown ooze there?
Yes.
Probably.
Like that adventure from
There's a huge treasure also, probably.
Lamentations of the Flame Princess.
Is there a door to the west side of the manor?
Yes.
Are we on which side was the library? The entrance
The
to the library.
will be on the southeast corner. So you would have to
Southeast
either
corner.
go around, let's call it the back of the chateau, or come around to the front of the chateau to walk and get to the southeast corner, because you guys are on the west side.
Okay.
And but there are windows and doors on the west side. It's a two-story impressive as well. You can see the picture of the building.
Can I look in the windows?
That's a good question. But on the second floor on the west side, there is a window with a light on. Like you can see there's a light on in the room.
Oh.
But I have to quickly, I'm going to look and see what it says about the windows. It's hard to see because you have no sunlight. But what you can see around immediately when you look through the window is, I can tell you this. Dusty. Dusty and spider webs. So you see some rat crap on the floor immediately near the window.
Okay.
That's on the west side.
Yeah, I'm just picking a window that he went to, a window on the west side.
Okay.
And then there's in the dead middle of that west side of that expanse, and I can tell you, let's give you some accurate dimensions. So the west wall is 90 feet north to south. It's not straight, it's uneven because it's like it's a house So when you get to the middle where the double doors are on that level on this side, it pooches in. There's windows on either side of that door going along the north and south of the wall. It's not a few. There's, what? 5 to the north of the door, 6 to the south of the door. All cut glass, and some of them are stained.
And the light we saw, it's coming from like a lamp, or there's a fire, or a fireplace, or
no, more maybe like a lantern.
Okay.
Or candelabras, because there's a flickering.
So we are on the side where the well and the one-story building are.
Yep.
Okay.
And you would have to go to the other side of the building to get to the corner with the library.
It's on the south. Is the southeast is the library.
The library is in the southeast corner of the.
Right.
Okay, let's go to the southeast and see if there's a door on that side.
Let's do something first on this side. That's the well. Go over the well and throw a stone. You hear a splash of water, or not?
Or drums in the deep.
It's one or the other. It extends close to 40 feet, and you hear it hit water.
Does it have a bucket and a chain or a rope?
Nope.
No.
Are there any like rungs or anything that you can climb down into the well? This might be a secret entrance into the chateau. I was thinking.
No, you would have to fashion something.
Okay.
Let's
what about the one-story building that's next to it?
Creed, you gave me some instructions. What were they? Just now.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Putting up your screen share.
Yeah, put it on my screen.
Up a map, and you've got a red arrow.
The red arrow was where we came in, where we climbed the wall. I guess we wandered in the maze, and then we came out and did this red route.
No, you entered that side, but you came out on the west side. So the side that you entered the maze in, you eventually ended up on the other side. It took you a while to get through the maze.
Oh, we went like this and then came out here, something like that.
Yep.
And so Cree wants to check out the one-story building.
Yeah, to just take a look at it, what it is. And
it would have been a smithy. But the two forges are currently cold and inactive.
Are there any tools?
Yep.
That's serviceable?
Yep.
Is there a crowbar?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a crowbar. Hell yeah, there's a crowbar.
Maybe 2, maybe 3 crowbars.
It's a crowbar.
Hammers, chains, ropes, stuff like that.
There's no ropes, but like hammer, chain, that kind of stuff. You know, the metal stuff. Yes, we're going metal.
Yeah.
Craig, take a crowbar and then let's go to the southeast side and see if we can get to the library.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You're crossing what must be when you're heading to the southeast. The front of what would be considered the front of the chateau. And that becomes obvious when you pass the front door of the chateau. Before, right near the southeast corner is a fountain. So as you approach that corner, it's an ornate function carved from bluish stone in the form of, what do they call them? It's like a horse with mermaid hippocampus.
Oh, does it work?
There's four of them. There's four of them. You know, all around. It's a three-tiered affair supported by carvings of four hippocampuses. It wasn't spewing anything, but as you approach it, it springs to life, spewing a greenish liquid.
Damn.
No thanks.
The liquid looks as if it's water thick with algae.
I've learned that running water is not always a good thing.
And looking at the southeast corner, you have a chimney. And what do they call them when the window, the wall is not flat, but it kind of pushes out? I forget what that.
I think it's call it like a Windsor, something
I
like
don't
that.
know the English term.
But it's basically instead of one window, you got three planes. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
comes out, goes like this, and goes like that.
So the window juts out.
Yeah, jut out. Yeah, and that there's got to be an architectural phrase for that. I just don't know what it is. You know, like up on the upper floor, you got the pop outs with the windows coming out.
Is there a door on the southern side where we are?
No, the only door you passed was the main entry, getting to this.
It's called a bay window.
Bay window.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, throw the crowbar through the window and let's go in. Let's climb in.
And the library would have been on this. It was on the second floor.
Oh, crud.
But you know.
Oh, maybe there
throw
are those gutters that we can climb. Are there any of those?
Oh yeah. This thing's tricked out. You can easily. You don't even have to roll. There's enough to climb.
Well, let's climb up to the second floor and go in.
That's the thief.
Oh,
Thief can climb up.
There is no let's. There is no we
have
in
good
climbing.
skills
There's no
as well.
Yeah. But if the thief gets somewhere where they want, you know, he can.
So there's a balcony above the bay window, and that leads to the library. There's something like that. That's what you're saying.
Well, there's a bay. There's the bay window on the first floor, and it goes all the way. It doesn't go all the way up, but the bay shape is there. And then there's the second floor, and that has a window. There's a bay window on the south facing, and then on the east facing, you can see, you know, 4 bay windows in a row going down the wall.
Was the chain on the old smithy how long it was?
10 feet long. So it's kind of heavy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
So
Yeah, go ahead, Andres.
yeah, I was thinking I can climb up and have a peek into the library.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay. Do you have climb walls, Scout?
Yes, 50%.
Okay. So like Cree, you can climb the house walls without having to roll.
Okay. Okay, do that then.
You guys are climbing up to the second story. So what I'm hearing. So are you going to do that to the south window or one of the windows on the east wall?
Which one looks easier to climb?
The one to the south, because it's got a deeper corner, I guess, because the fireplace, the chimney is right on the southeast corner, in between these two window bays that are
Okay.
perpendicular to each other. So the south, climbing up to the south one's easiest,
Okay.
and they're glass.
Let's he's gonna climb the south side then.
Okay. So you guys, and there's three windows, and you're climbing up to that ledge, the window sill, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dark and gloomy inside, and you can see a lot of books and papers on the floor right in front of you, on the ground, like scattered about.
So
Okay,
the windows, do they open in or out?
They open in, but they're glass. They're fixed pane, actually.
Right.
Sorry,
So
they're fixed pane.
what's fixed pane?
They don't open. They're just windows.
Aha, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mortised in, glazed in.
Like with the lead, I guess.
Yep. Make your lead poison roll. Oh, there you go. You get low. You're remedial.
So would it be possible to pry one window out with the dagger or something?
Yeah, it's time. It's time consuming, but you could do it.
Now that we are up there, do we see any other window? It's like openable that are not fixed.
Not that you can see. It looks like you would have to break a window to get through it, or work out all that mortising lead that's in the individual panes in.
Well, do you guys want me to find a rock and throw it through the window?
Well, I imagine you guys were bringing a
We have the
crowbar.
crowbar. Yeah.
In case of emergencies. That obviously was the possibility.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
start breaking the panes with
okay,
the crowbar.
smash. I mean, smash is pretty
Smashing.
easy. You smash the window, and you got to smash a couple of times. And Marcel, Baton, you see, Cree, these, I guess, gnarly, wrinkly armed and dirty clawed hands reach out and grab Cree and pull him through the window.
What?
Right through the opening that he just bashed open.
Oops.
Okay. I guess we are in. Look at the bright side.
Okay.
What do you see up
Cree,
there?
you are roughly grabbed by strong arms and flung into the room, like flung. They don't hang on to you, and you go sliding across the wood floor through all these books that are on the floor.
Whoa. Okay.
You come to on your hands and knees. I mean, you didn't lose consciousness. What does she look like?
She.
It's a she. She's not pretty. She's angry. And she wants to know what you're about, bashing into her windows on her fine chateau.
It's the wife.
Her hair is wiry. She's very dirty. She's wild-eyed. Seems quite bestial in nature. Dirty clothing.
Okay.
While this is happening,
Well, we're not
can
done
I?
with him yet because I just spoke to him. I would still want to stay with Crete right now.
Yes.
What do you
We knocked the front door, but no one answered. We're
So then
sorry.
no one answered. And she goes, so you think it's just fine just to smash in windows and go into someone's house when they don't answer the door, is it? And this, yeah, that's what she's saying. Through yellowed, rotten teeth.
I apologize, fine lady. We are wondering if you can help us find some some old books.
What's your charisma? Do you have any charisma bonuses?
I don't think so. No, I got a 9.
You don't have a negative at least. Roll 2d6.
Yeah. Okay. 8.
She seems interested. She goes, books. Is that what you said? You said, can you help her find some books?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, interesting. It's always books. Everyone who comes here is looking for books. Okay, now we'll go back to downstairs. What do you guys do out of the ground?
What's happening up there?
So I guess we got to do. We go to Bhutan.
Yeah, I'm also up there.
Yeah, you're looking through the window. You just saw him go through the window, and you can hear him having a conversation. What do you do?
Yeah, so my plan was when he was dragged in, I will bash in my window with the elbow and try to get in.
Or, I mean, you were right near. You guys were like on the. You could easily go through the window that he just went through. That one's the most.
Okay, so I'll do that, and I ready my bow.
Okay. What are you folks doing on the ground?
I'm just confused by the ruckus. I'm looking up and yelling, "What's going on?"
No answer.
Hello?
And this is where you realize that you're alone.
Yeah, no. So you see this, kind of a horrible looking, the back of a woman talking to Cree, and as you step in, you hear someone say, there's another one too. There's not more. There's not this one. And it's another bestial looking woman.
One more?
Here's a wild mess. If she had attractive features, her face are now contorted.
Definitely witches.
We probably broke into a retirement home.
It looks like you broke into a retirement home. Yes, that is the sad state of affairs here.
They're always taking my books.
So, gentlemen, we're at the 10:30 mark, which is a legit stop point for the game, and I think this is an excellent point to stop. And in 2 weeks, we should have other players as well, which would be, Varnell and Rark from Rom'Myr. Okay. And that is my intention. And I have to think about what to do with how Kevin's going to get reintroduced.
Maybe he was cleaning the privy.
Yes!
He was hiding out.
The janitor!
Wait a minute, there's other people here. I'm saved.
Yeah, you still owe me a hammer.
I'm holding on to it. Sorry about your shield.
All right, great game, guys. Thank you for showing up today. We'll see you in a couple
Thanks for
weeks.
today.
Yeah,
Nice
thanks for
meeting
running.
you guys. Take care.
Nice